A 50 kilogram person stands on a scale in an elevator that is accelerating upward at 1 meter per second. What's the apparent weight of the person? Apparent weight means force acting on an object. So this is gonna be an elevator and this is the person. The mass is gonna be 50 kilogram. And we are going to find the apparent force, apparent weight. So we can find 550 Newton. And this is gonna be the answer. An object in uniform circular motion with a radius of 20 meters has a frequency of 0.10 Hz. Determine the speed of the object. So the radius gonna be 20 meters and the frequency is gonna be 0.10 Hz. So this is the equation for finding the answer. And we are going to use this equation. So velocity is gonna be this. So 4 pi meter per second is gonna be the answer. What's the maximum speed possible that a car can turn on a radius of 5 meters and coefficient of friction of 0.5 without slipping? So the radius is gonna be 5 meters and the coefficient of friction is gonna be 0.5. When a car makes a turn, the normal force resulting in the circular motion, namely the central force, is equal to the friction force holding the car in the turn. So this means the centripetal force is going to be equal to the friction force. So we are finding 5 meters per second as the answer. So 5 meters per second is the answer. A roller coaster needs to complete a vertical loop that has a radius of 14.4 meters. What must the cost minimum speed be at the top of the loop? So radius is going to be 14.4 meters. We are going to use this equation. So we can find 12 meters per second. Determine the work required to move the mass a distance of 5 meters horizontally. Determine the net work done on the object during the 5-meter motion. So we are going to use this equation. Horizontally, the network is dependent on the network since the mass makes it the mass moves at a constant velocity. This is not net force. So the net force is gonna be this. So we can find the 0 joule. Stretching a spring a distance of x requires a force. In this process, potential energy is stored in the spring. If then some spring is stretched so that it stores for u of potential energy, how far is the spring constant? The potential energy of spring is this is going to be this, so we can find the distance is gonna be 2x. So 2x is gonna be the answer. The motion of an object is depicted in the following speed time graph. Determine the magnitude of acceleration during interval b from 2 seconds to 4 seconds, during which intervals is the object moving at a constant velocity. During which interval did the object travel the farthest? So we are going to find the acceleration. The slope is the acceleration, whereas the area is the displacement. So we can find the point this and point this. So the slope is going to be this. So the acceleration is going to be 10 meters per second. Only during interval C, the velocity of the object is constant at 30 meters per second. This is the answer of the second question. An area is the displacement in speed-time interval. The greatest distance will occur in the interval that has the greatest area under the graph interval. The area under B is 40 meters, and this is the greatest. Namely, it is the farthest. So the answer of this question is gonna be B, and the answer of the final question is gonna be no. This is 30 meters per second, and the answer of the third question is gonna be B. During which intervals is the magnitude of the object velocity decreasing? During which intervals does the object have the greatest speed? So the slope is going to be this. In the intervals A and B, the magnitude of velocity will be negative, but the value is not changing, namely not decreasing. The steepest slope is equal to the greatest speed. So it means A and E. And we are going to find the slope of each point. So A has the greatest speed. The mass of 10 kilograms and 30 kilograms are suspended by massless ropes from the ceiling. Determine the tension in rope 3. So the total force is gonna be this. So this force is gonna be this. Force of tension 2 and tension 3 are same. So we are going to divide 300 Newton by 2. So 150 Newton is gonna be the answer. A force pushes two masses horizontally along the frictionless surface. Determine the acceleration of mass m2. So we are going to apply this equation. So the acceleration is gonna be 3 meters per second.